The purpose of this program is to make sure that you are aware of the procedures that must be followed to minimize cold weather no starts on company vehicles. If you operate vehicles or supervise vehicle operators, then you must know these procedures and see that they are practiced. To make sure a vehicle will start, there are certain procedures to follow when you shut it down and certain procedures to follow before you begin to crank it. Air start units need a full charge of air for cold weather cranking. Before shutdown, make sure that the reservoirs are at full air pressure, approximately 120 psi. Air start units with automatic ether injection systems and electric start units need full battery capacity for cold weather starts. Before shutting down, make sure that all lights and electrical accessories are turned off and that the ignition key is turned to the off position. Many terminal P&D fleets are equipped with electric block heaters. If your location has these, make sure that you use them. Make plugging in part of your shutdown routine. All diesel forklifts are equipped with glow plugs. The glow plugs warm up intake air and make starting easier year-round. Their use in cold weather is essential. Always use the glow plugs in cold weather, even if the forklift has only been shut down for a short time. The exact hardware and procedures will vary with different models. Some systems have been modified to meet local requirements, but the glow plug systems have similar operating characteristics. The key is turned on. The glow plug control is activated. In many applications, it must be held in the on position. The glow plug ready indicator will show ready. Usually this is a light. When the indicator shows ready, crank the engine normally. On your P&D tractors with block heaters, if the heater was properly plugged in after the last use, then it should crank and start normally. If it wasn't plugged in, or if it isn't equipped with a block heater, then you may need starting fluid to aid starting. There are 3 important things to remember about using starting fluid. Read and observe the safety precautions printed on the container. Use it before you try to start. Don't wait until you find that the engine won't start. Don't overdo it. Too much starting fluid can cause engine failure or damage that reduces engine life. A 3 to 4 second spray into the engine air intake port is enough. Spray, then crank normally. The same procedure applies to line haul tractors that do not have a built-in starting aid system. Only the cab over tractors do not have one, so the need for starting fluid will be rare with line haul units. Tractors with Volvo 120 series engines have intake preheaters similar to the forklift glow plug setup. The remainder of the line haul fleet is equipped with an automatic ether injection system. These units have stickers on either the hood or side extenders to remind you that the starting aid system is on the vehicle. Never use a starting fluid on these units. There are 2 main things to do when cranking a line haul tractor. Turn the key switch on, as far as it will go to the right. Push and hold the starter button until the engine starts. Once you have started cranking, do not release the starter button until the engine starts or the air is gone. If for some reason the engine is not going to start, it will never help to release the button and push it again. White tractors with Volvo engines have an intake preheater. This does the same thing as the forklift glow plug system. You can identify these tractors several ways. Their unit numbers start with 434. The hoods are marked. There is a preheat button marked on the left side of the dash. To start these engines, turn on the key. Press the preheat button. Wait 50 to 60 seconds or until the preheat light goes out. The light is on the right side of the dash. It goes on when the preheat button is pressed. You don't need to hold this button in. After the light goes out, press the starter button and hold it in until the engine starts. After starting, you can push the preheat button again if the engine is running rough. In review, there are several main points to remember. 1. Make sure all lights, electrical accessories, and the key switch are turned off when you shut down. 2. Make sure air reservoirs are full on line haul tractors before shutdown. 3. Plug in your block heater at the end of each tour of duty. 4. Always turn the key on before cranking the engine. 5. Make sure you know how to use the glow plugs on the forklifts, and use them. 6. On air start units, when you push the start button, hold it in. Do not release it until the engine starts. All line haul tractors are air start. Some other tips that will make starting easier are: 1. Start in neutral gear. 2. Depress the clutch pedal. 3. With Volvo and Macks engine units, hold the throttle pedal to the floor for cranking. Once the engine starts, release the pedal. Macks engines are in all Macks tractors. 4. With other line haul units, do not depress the throttle pedal. The governor will control fuel input to the cylinders during cranking. These are year-round procedures, but they are especially important during cold weather. Vehicle operators and supervisors are responsible to see that these procedures are followed. By following these procedures, you can help control our cost of doing business. This is what we need now to maintain our competitive edge. They are one ingredient of quality. You can deliver it. If you have questions on any of the procedures covered in this program, ask your supervisor. Roadway wants you to know the answers.